And welcome to today's episode of Blockrevision, and in today's series of trade ideas I'll present you possibly the best stocks in terms of profitability in which you might invest. But remember, it's not investment recommendation. I just give you the propositions of the stocks that fundamentally and as well technically looks good. So let's get to today's trade, that is a Teladoc Health. So what is Teladoc Health? Teladoc Health is a multinational telemedicine company based in United States, where the primary services has included telehealth, medical opinions, AI analytics, and other devices inside of this sector. Teladoc provides virtual healthcare services on a business-to-business basis internationally, and especially in US. So Teladoc offers clients a broad spectrum of high-quality virtual care solutions to meet the healthcare needs of patients on a global scale. So let's have a look what have been of recent for a Teladoc company. We can find that the company is one of the favorite stock among ARK ETF portfolio, weighted at around 6%, and the main thesis that proponents for Teladoc Rise outline is that there is an online part of medicine that will grow and is better served by online meetings. So let's look at this exactly chart. So it's a forecast where we can find that remote patient monitoring will have over twice as many users in 2024 as previously expected. The estimates skyrocketed right now to 60.6 million in the projection that InsiderIntelligence.com has prepared. Let's look at some features that Teladoc Health offers to its clients, and we can find that Teladoc, by those sectors that developed, is a true leader addressing all use cases with large addressable TAMs. So measuring Teladoc Health condition by just analyzing those criteria that I've pointed, showing us that some positive annualized total returns for the company are quite possible. But let's have a look right now at some data behind Teladoc. We can find that Teladoc revenue and also gross profit right now is speeding up after this pandemic breakdown of a stock market, and right now we are experiencing a bit of a slowdown, but it's still on a quite increasing pace. So that's very important in terms of a growth stock, as it is for Teladoc. PE ratio hasn't been measured by Guru Focus. Let's look at also PEG ratio hasn't been appointed of here because the history of a stock is quite short. Let's have a look at earnings per share, that right now unfortunately for the stock are at a negative level, so it's not optimistic at all. The company doesn't make a great future out of this rating, so we can find that that's something that need to be improved for Teladoc. Price to free cash flow right now is decreasing, so it means that the condition of a company regarding free cash flow is accelerating. Shares outstanding, we need to take care that the amount of shares in a float is also getting up. So by and large, right now Teladoc Health might be in a good position to grow in the future, but right now such features as cash to debt versus history is still at a negative territory. Maybe it's because Teladoc is right now investing much into its growth, and we can find that such measures as return on equity, return on asset, and also, as I mentioned, earnings per share is something that need to be improved in order for sustainability of the company. So right now, especially in its area of fundamental value, we can find that by growth focus we are right now in a undervalued area, so Teladoc might be a good company to get interested into a possible investment. Yeah, we can find that is unfortunately something that there is quite worrisome for the company of recent. Let's have a look at earnings per share for next year. We can find that next year might be better than it's right now. Sales quarter over quarter is also at a increasing pace. So some projections for Teladoc are quite good, with a projection in its price target to be for an average at $200 bucks. So we are right now at the lowest point regarding its 1 year projection, with a highest prognosis for Teladoc to get 291. So what do hedge funds say for Teladoc Health? The number of bullish hedge fund positions rose by 1 in recent months. So there are 43 hedge funds portfolios that possess Teladoc Health in its portfolio, and the all-time high for this statistic was 50. So right now Teladoc isn't among 30 most popular stocks among hedge funds, but it doesn't mean it won't be in a future if it will deliver. So the only one that's always in this kind of companies, the only one very important, very serious risk is the execution risk that will decide in which way the company will go in the next months. Let's have a look at Teladoc company chart. So on Teladoc Health we are defending this support of 120. That was very important, where we just have hit it a few times and broke it for a while in this pandemic breakdown. However, after rebound, we could find that Teladoc has enjoyed a pretty nice run to the upside. That stock price has doubled within a couple of months. Right now, very important is that we are getting back above this 2030-ish zone, I would say, that will make some bulls return to this Teladoc Health stock. And I would say that right now very important is if we just get through those three important exponential moving average lines. If we get through 100 exponential moving average, there will be a clear path to another one, and afterwards, if we just break through this 170-ish area of supply, that will be possibly a very good chance to hit a new all-time high within a few weeks or months. So right now I would say that we are not entering or we are not getting back to a upwards trend before hitting at least $143 and closing above it. So taking as a deduction a Dow theory, we may consider Teladoc Health as still a downtrend company, as we can't cross through the recent highs of 143. If it will happen, we may expect something as a possible get higher to here, then little pullback, and afterwards getting back again to 150ish area, after which we will fight for crossing another important milestone once again about at 170ish, where this very important and wide supply zone takes place. So right now Teladoc Health is a company to buy if we will cross this line, and I will probably rebound or at least pull back a bit, and if it will happen, Teladoc Health is a possibly very good buy for the next weeks and even months. And if I'd like to make a trading board, set it on the chart, I would expect Teladoc Health to get on a pullback lower below the area I've pointed recently. If it will happen, the possible good entrance I would consider right at the $135 with a area of entrance extended to about 2.5% right from this support to this higher limit. So right now risk reward ratio would be at 3.04 if it will get lower that far. So that's a possible extension of a trade, as the next resistance is right there, and there is still about in this case about 8% to get from this trade. So that's it for today's episode. If you have any questions, just put it in the comment section below. If you enjoy our series of Trade Idea and other parts of the channel, just click subscribe button in order to be updated on what is broadcasted right here. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.